Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Last time we entered the water temple and came across this wonderful wall in front of us. This time we will be equipping the bombs. Anytime now. There we go. And we will blow up this wall and see what's behind it. So, as much as I do not want to commentate tonight, I forgot to save the commentary on this episode. So, this is me from six videos into the future. I've already recorded pretty much up to the next dungeon at this point. And now I just have to commentate over this whole episode just so I can upload the rest of the episodes I've recorded. So, as per usual, you'll be going into the menu and switching back and forth between boots and iron boots, and there are going to be so many moments where I'm just like on the menu screen just doing nothing because I'm saying something, and this is me realizing that I forgot to do this room when it was empty. So, yeah, we're going to have to come back and do that later, but for now we won't worry about it because we don't really need to do that room yet since okay, there's like one extra key. Like, you don't need that extra key until we get way farther into the dungeon. So right now I do believe we're going to the left side of the... Yes, we are going to the middle left side of the temple. Basically, if you can just write a list down of what doors you need to go into, like in that order, then you'll be set. There's a Tektite up there, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to get hit by it. Nope, this is me hearing it, and this is me shielding against it. Yep, there's a Tektite up there, so if you don't want to get hit in the buns, then I suggest you don't get hit in the buns, at the very least. Alright, so we're going to hookshot that switch while we're standing on the water to get propelled up to this side of the area. Place of Wonders. Man, I really don't feel like commentating, but if I don't commentate this episode, how am I going to upload the 7,000 other episodes I already have recorded? So, this is another Triforce mark on the wall. This is going to raise the water level all the way to the top like it was at the beginning when we came into the dungeon. But why do we need it that way, you ask? Well, you'll see. So, where do I go next? Because even I'm not sure. What am I about to do? I am about to fall into the water and not be able to get back up. Actually, now that I think about it, I think that this is the point where I have to go back to get the extra key. Yeah, because I'm going to show it off here. We have one key with us already, and we can go into this room, but at the end of this room, there's another locked door that we need a key for. So, I'm going to go ahead and get Furore Wind, or Furore, whatever, however you pronounce it. And I'm going to teleport back to the room that had the first thing in it. And this is why this teleport's useful. This is probably one of the most important rooms in the whole dungeon. You'll be coming back here multiple times. So after I lower the water level all the way to the bottom, I'm going to go ahead and make another warp point here just in case we need it for later, which we will. And you know what the worst thing about me not saving my commentary is? Like, right when I started the commentary for the next episode, I realized it, and I was like, oh crap, at the beginning of the episode. Anyway, that's us making our warp, and if we fall down here, you'll see that there's a lit torch, and there's two ways to light the two torches that are on the corners of the room here. You can either use Din's Fire, or use the method I'd rather use, which is shoot arrows through the fire and light up the torches. Basically because I don't want to waste mana while I'm in here, because we'll be using Furore's Wind a couple of times, and there's a certain mini-boss that will require multiple dealings of magic. Anyway, behind this door we have a gauntlet of a whole bunch of clam things, which can be easily killed with the hookshot. And if you were to stand in the middle of this room, it'd be pretty easy to have the chest spawn below you, because there's an obvious point where it spawns. It's right in the cross of that little area right in front of me. Yeah, right there. So if you're able to stand right there, you can have the chest spawn right under you, which is pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Did it one time ago in, like, the Forest Temple, I do believe. Yeah, because it was when I was with Jamie, I was like, oh my god, I'm on top of a chest. Anyway, in these pots we have arrows, and in these pots we have arrows. So obviously they meant for you to get through that puzzle with arrows instead of Din's Fire. I'm not sure if you're actually meant to have Din's Fire in this point in the game. You probably are, but then again, who knows. Alright, so what I'm gonna go ahead and do here is make my way all the way back to the top, which we're gonna have to do by raising the water level to the middle, and then going through the same room we did that had the Tektite and stuff. Oh, that's a mouthful. Zelda's Lullaby. Oh, and guess what? I figured out what I'm Let's Playing after this game. And no one will be expecting it. It'll be even more unexpected than the Spanish Inquisition. Right? I know, it's crazy. Anyway, that is not our main focus right now. Right now we're just trying to get back to the top. This is me thinking I hear a Skulltula and running around to the other side looking for it, I think. Oh, no, this is me going to the right side. Never mind. Alright. So, every time you enter and exit this room, the Tektite respawns. So I'm going to go ahead and hold my shield out for it to run right into. Yeah, come on down. Come on down anytime now. There you go. So, I'm going to go ahead and kill him, and in the same manner that we did last time, we're going to hookshot the button. Unless we can't reach the button, in that case, we are going to hit it anyway with it, even though we can't reach it. And trust me, we'll be able to reach it from everywhere once we get a little farther into the dungeon. Everywhere. With the hookshot. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and raise the water level up to the top so we can finally get on with the dungeon. And that's how much time you waste if you forget to do that room at the bottom of the room stuff. If you forget to do the room at the bottom right area of the temple. It sounds really complicated, I know, but if you just like draw yourself a map or like an outline of what you're supposed to do, it's not that hard at all. It's just a case of knowing which door to go into. That's basically it. Because most of the puzzles themselves in this area are not hard at all. Okay, hearts. We desperately need hearts at this. Well, I say desperately. Oh, there's one of the gold Skulltulas. One of the 5 gold Skulltulas in this temple. I'm actually going to be skipping one of the Skulltulas just because it's too much of a hassle to get. Alright, so we're going to hook... Okay, so this platform that I'm standing on raises right now. You have to wait for it to get to the very bottom so you can... I'm going to jump into the hole right now. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, really, when you look back on your videos and you just like hear yourself commentating about something completely different and you just like jump into a hole or do something stupid, you're always like, and it's always when you're watching the video, not when you're actually playing, you always think, why did I do that? Just like I was standing on the menu for like 8 minutes in the beginning of the... So I'm not going to be able to reach it, am I? Nope, we have to wait. And don't get overzealous shooting your hookshot over and over again, because that will mean your hookshot won't extend all the way before you shoot it again, where it de-extends and extends again, so yes. Anyway, the way to solve this puzzle, if you could call it a puzzle, is that you have to hookshot to the top of all these platforms and eventually get to the end up there, which I'm going to do now. No, I'm going to get up here, and which I'm going to do now. Nicely. So as you can see, we wouldn't be able to progress any farther than this because there's a key lock on this door, and as you can see in the bottom left corner, we don't have any more keys. So, the puzzle in this room is kind of complicated if you don't know exactly how to do it. If you hit the switch in the middle, it will raise the water level, effectively raising these little dragon heads that we can hookshot to. And, if we were to hookshot to this dragon, then it'd just put us in the water below us. So, what we actually have to do here is hit the switch in the middle again. And you can also hit the switch with Din's Fire, although I don't know why you would. So we're going to go ahead and lower that dragon right now so we can hookshot to this panel and then just climb over this dragon here. or Snakehead, or whatever it's meant to be. A Charizard. So we, now, I'm looking at the wall for some reason. We're gonna hit the switch again so we can raise the dragon over there. The Charizard, my bad. So we can hookshot to it, and then we're gonna have to hit the switch again so we can lower it to get on top of it, and then we're gonna have to hit the switch again so we can raise ourselves up to the platform above. Man, I'm just talking up a storm today. I'm liking it. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot it with the bow since I'm not sure if the hookshot will reach that long. And up here we have the Master Sword, a Tektite, and the Like. Oh god, Likes. So if this Like eats you, it could potentially take away your Water Tunic, which would be, or your Zora Tunic, which would be really, really not happy. And as I demonstrated right there, there's actually an invisible wall in between all the spikes. So you don't want to shoot in between the spikes. Shoot above the spikes. And he left a nice 20 rupees for us. Like I said, we're probably not going to need the rupees. And thank God for the magic refill. Lovely. Anyway, this is a room. Do I stop here? No, I don't think I do. Alright, so we're just going... this is a pretty cool room. We're just going to take a lovely stroll right across this room. Oh, look, we have a reflection in the water and all stuff. And where to go? Well, if you were to make your way all the way to the end of the room, you'd know the barred door. And now there's an ominous figure standing right in front of the tree. Now, what's this all about? Well, this just happens to be the mini-boss fight. And it's actually just a dark version of you. He's not going to do any backflips, but for the most case, he's going to copy your exact move, except if you stab with the... except when you stab with the sword. And as you can see there, one of the exceptions to him copying you is actually using the Megaton Hammer. Pretty good tactic, if you ask me, because it'll always hit him and he won't be able to hit you. Another tactic is to use the Big Goron Sword, because as is obvious, he only has the Master Sword. And if you use the Big Goron Sword, he can't copy you, can he? No, he can't. And as you can see, every single time I stab, he jumps on top of my sword. Later, when you get like halfway into the fight, he'll start stabbing you whenever he jumps on the sword, so it's not recommended that you keep stabbing. Anyway, the third way to do this is to just spam Din's Fire over and over and over again. And that's why it's kind of recommended to have a green potion in this temple, also for the fact that you need Flora's Wind a few times. But, yeah, this is actually one of the most epic bosses ever, and this is the point where I get, like, pissed, and I'm not hitting him at all with the Master Sword, so I'm just like, screw it, Megaton Hammer. Why not? And I'm pretty much just going and tanking all the hits. Because it's not like we don't have enough hearts to tank him, is it? As you can see, we're getting just hit after hit after hit on him. I'm pretty sure you can't shoot arrows at him. I've never tried, but I'm pretty sure it wouldn't work. And as you can see, I stabbed the sword, he jumped on it, and he actually hit me that time. So, if you are going to use the Master Sword, strategy would be to block his attack and immediately after go for the strike, like I just did. And that'll work, but it's not always guaranteeing your safety. So, I'm just gonna whack at him with the Megaton Hammer. And I'm pretty sure eventually I just go on to using Din's Fire over and over again because I'm getting low on life. And that will prove to be dangerous later in the dungeon, so it's not recommended to be low on life in this dungeon, needless to say. Anyway, when do I start doing it? Probably at this point where he hits me like 20 times. Oh, and this is where I tattle him with Navi. Dark Link, conquer yourself. That's right, that's all she has to say on the matter, and here I'm blocking with the Megaton Hammer. Not really effective, is it? Anyway, looks like this is the point where I go to Din's Fire. I'm like, okay, I'm taking way too much hits. Time to magic it up. So basically, just wait for him to get close to you, or he doesn't even have to be that close to you. I'm going to use Din's Fire right after he swings. And he did a backflip, so I do it anyway. But basically, he doesn't even need to be close to you, and as you can see, he's trying to block it, but it's not going to work. That's what he'd do if you... I imagine that's what he'd do if you shot an arrow or you like used the Deku Nut or something. Also, you could probably use sticks too. Sticks actually do double damage than your Kokiri Sword, which is, I think, actually the damage of a Master Sword, which is silly. And as you can see, he's kind of like freaking out on my face right here. Yet, I continue with the Din's Fire. And that was the killing blow. So, how long do I continue after this? Not sure. Anyway, the illusion goes away. We find out that we're actually just in a room filled with water. So, we continue onwards. I'm not sure how long, though. Actually, I'm pretty sure I know. And in here, we have the dungeon item. Our reward for I'm looking for gold Skulltulas, aren't I? Nope, none in here. In here, we have the dungeon item, which is so amazing, so useful, I can't even begin to describe it. It is the long shot. Oh my god, this is going to be so useful. It's actually going to be how we get like half the gold Skulltulas we've seen so far. So, basically, what am I doing here? Why am I just standing here? Come on, move. Move. There you go. And whatever you do, don't just go out the door. Here I'm going to attempt to play the Song of Time. And it's been a while since I've played the Song of Time, so I'm having trouble remembering it. I play half the Song of Storms. I play the Song of Storms for some reason. And oddly enough, it's just watch. Watch. Come on, get on the songs, dude. Yeah, Song of Time. That's the one we need. It's actually raining in the dungeon. Look at that. Check that out. I actually commented out on the original commentary before it got deleted. And there goes the block, and we now have a way forward, which is falling into a hole. This area, this is an interesting area. So basically what's going to happen is you're going to be carried off by the current, and you're going to have to try and avoid some whirlpools like that are right there. And if you get sucked up by the whirlpool, you get put back into this place where we are standing right now. So, we're going to go ahead and take a shot at it. Sadly enough, though, I fail the first couple of times I try this. I'm trying to get some more health because I'm really low. But it doesn't turn out to be a very good idea, as you can see right now. Getting sucked up to a hole. I'm really desperate for that health, man. And this is before I realized, oh crap, I have iron boots. I can just walk around and get the hearts. How long do I try to get out of this? Because it's not possible. It's not possible. Know from experience, it's not going to happen, Link. Just, there you go. There you go. And, it actually teleports you back to the room with the long shot. Never mind. Did I even say what the long shot does? It basically just extends the hook shot, but it's still super useful. It's how we're going to reach all the gold Skulltulas that we've been seeing around here. This time I'm going to forget about all the health that I see. There's actually a gold Skulltula on this wall right here that we are going to get later. And you go around here. At this point I'm like, okay, so if I'm looking around and I see the gold Skulltula back there. Can't quite reach it with my long shot from here though, so even though it's a long shot, it's not that long. It's not that long, I mean. So basically what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try and jump into the water with my iron boots and walk around. Little did I know that this whole area is inclined and I go right into a whirlpool. Great for me. How long is this episode? Jeez. Anyway, I tried to take them off to get out, but that proves pretty unsuccessful, so I just take it like a man and go down. And I just noticed that the map on that room looks like a snake. Watch, I'm gonna fall down. Doesn't that look like a little snaky? That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Anyway, we're gonna take a third shot at it. I'm pretty sure I don't go down again because I don't want to lose a whole heart every time I go down. Anyway, at this point, I'm going to put on the iron boots right here where it's safe and the current won't take me away. By the way, you're not affected by current whenever you're wearing the iron boots. You just get sucked into the whirlpools. Anyway, I'm going to walk a little closer with my iron boots on, and I'm actually going to try and shoot it from here. And I can hardly see it. But, there's the token. And, if you'd kindly actually aim right, Link, there you go. You got a golden Skulltula, which is like 38 or something. I don't know how many we have. I'm going to inch up to this heart because I need it. Fun fact, there's actually a fairy in the pots that are over in the corner, right over here. But I don't go for them because it's honestly a lot more hassle than it's worth. It's a lot more hassle than it's worth. And those pots back there, those have a fairy in them. Well, no, one of them has a fairy in it. The other one doesn't have anything. But there's like a whole bunch of fairies later on in the dungeon, so we don't have to worry about these quite yet. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to, I'm pointing out the fairies in the pot. See, I break it open and, oh, what do you know, a fairy and some arrows. And I demonstrate the fact that you can't hookshot fairies or any kind of ammunition towards you, which sucks, I know. Why am I going to the map? Or whatever. Oh yeah, I need to get my arrows so I can shoot the stupid eye. So I'm pretty sure we're coming up to a close on this episode. I hope we are. So I'm going to go ahead and long shot to this chest, open it up, and a small key. And, no, I just keep on going. So apparently that's not the end of this episode. Oh god, this is a long episode. Oh, this must be where I end it. Yeah. No, it's not where I end it. I'm using the 4 Oars Wind. Never mind. So this is the point where you use 4 Oars Wind to get back to this area. Do I end it now? It seems as if I do. No, I don't. I walk into the water. Why'd you just do that, Link? This is just me inquiring about, am I going to stop it now? Oh, no. Wait. Is it going to stop it now? No. So I'm going to go ahead and lower the water all the way to the bottom now. And since we have the long shot, I'm going to catch a couple of Skulltulas on the way. What I actually do is, you'll see. Anyway, regardless of what I do, I know the rest of what I do in this episode is useless. So, I'm going to lay another warp, and that'll be the end of this episode. So next episode we will get on with the dungeon, and I'll see you I'm messing up the ending. I will see you guys then. Goodbye.